Today is another day edition of my video. Today I'm going to talk about why is it good, or what is the benefit to apply heat wrap on your heavy duty generator exhaust. You can see the example of it on the screen now. That is how I wrap the exhaust of a heavy duty generator. Why is it essential for you to do that? It is very vital for you to do that. I'll tell you the positive and negatives of exhaust heat wraps. Let's start with the positive. Number one, when you heat wrap your exhaust, it prevents the engine temperature to become too high. When the engine is working, there is no doubt the temperature of exhaust is very high. When there is no heat wrap, or when the exhaust is not wrapped, it allows the heat to transfer to the engine and other engine components, which is dangerous for the engine because that can cause the temperature of the engine to become excessively high, which you don't want. That's the first reason why you need to heat wrap your exhaust. What is the second reason? The second reason is it can also give you injury. Yeah, it has happened to me over time. You can see the mark here, you can see the mark something here. Yes, it's caused by exhaust bond. When the exhaust is not heat wrapped, and maybe you are trying to troubleshoot, you check the engine and you off the engine. You waited for a few minutes, you are trying to do one or two things to make sure that the engine runs perfectly. Before you know, when your hand and your bare hand or here touch the exhaust, you see it, you get a bond. But if that exhaust wrap, that will prevent you from getting exhaust bond or hot bond. So that is the second reason why you should heat wrap your exhaust. Another reason is, which is the third reason, is to prevent other engine components, especially the hoses, the wire. You want to prevent this component. Remember, when there is too much heat, this component can be adversely affected. We talk about the wire can melt. Talk about the hose, the water hose, and also the fuel return hose. All these things will be affected by the heat of the exhaust. That is why it is always good for you to heat wrap your exhaust. Those are the benefits and other ones that you can think of that you can share with me in the comment why you think that you should heat wrap your heavy duty generator. We talk about heavy duty generator, we are talking about from 75 kVA, 100 kVA, 150 kVA to 500 kVA, and so on and so forth. Those are the engine I'm talking about when it comes to diesel engine. Why is it for you to heat wrap it? Now let's talk about what is the disadvantage of heat wrap the exhaust of your generator. I'll talk about three or two. The first one is that it accommodates rust. So when you heat wrap, if you mention that, if you observe that when you heat wrap exhaust, when you lose it, you see rust. Yeah, because of the result of moisture that happen between the iron and the heat wrap, or maybe the canopy is leaking. There is water drop there. It will accommodate dirt and rust. And also another one is that when you want to work on the exhaust itself, it becomes a problem because you have to untie the wrap, the exhaust wrap. You have to untie it, and for you to untie it, sometimes for you to tie it back, it can become an issue. And if you don't even know how to do it very well, then it will cause you a lot of problems. So when you heat wrap an exhaust, it's a kind of barrier for you when you want to carry out repair on such engine. And another thing is also causes body hinges. You know, if you are walking and your skin, your flesh, that here is touching the heat wrap, after the walk you notice that it will be scratching you. That's another thing I personally don't like about heat wrap, but the advantage really outweighs the disadvantage. So I always encourage you to heat wrap your exhaust use wrap to cover your exhaust. It has so many advantages. But the question people usually ask is, does it wrap change the voice of the engine or the sound of the engine as if it's a resonator? There is no proof for that heat wrap change the sound of the engine. But I don't know, you can try it, but I've done that several times. I didn't see the difference between the sound of the engine when I wrap when I put heat wrap on the exhaust of an engine. I didn't see much changes there. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe. Press it. Use it for me as a bonus for this December. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. See you in my next video. Mr. Engine. Thank you.